What up guys, my name is Rue and I'm on my fourth episode of this tutorial video, and today we're going to cover parallaxing, which basically means, you know how when I play the game right now, as you can see, there's only one layer in the background. But with parallaxing and the usage of C++ language coding, it will allow us to separate these certain pictures. For example, the clouds and the island, the castle in the sky. Alright, cool. So you want to create a new game object. So go to game object and create empty. You can just control shift N for a shortcut and rename this underscore GM. This is for underscore to keep it up on the hierarchy. Peer and then GM for game master. Okay, cool. This position has to be 0, 0, 0, and add component. You want to add a new script. Go all the way down. Name will be parallaxing. Parallaxing. Language C#, and create an add. If you click on the script parallaxing, it should bring you to Mono Develop Unity, and I'll be back to you there. Hey guys, welcome back, and this is where you basically start coding, and I'll write down the important notes in gray so you guys can see. And let me just check my notes. Okay, let's begin. So we first want to use public transform in backgrounds. So public transform. Sorry. Transform backgrounds, and this should be the array or list of all back and foreground to be parallaxed, and the private float parallax scales, and this is the proportion of the camera's movement to move the background by. The proportion of camera's movement to move backgrounds by. And we're gonna use public float again. I don't know, sorry, again. Different. And smoothing. You will understand smoothing later, as it will be demonstrated on the game. So this is, yeah, how smooth the parallax is going to be. Make sure, sorry, how smooth the parallax to be. Make sure to set this above 0. If you don't set this above 0, there's no meaning of this parallaxing in the first place. So okay, then you wanna private transform cam. This, my friends, is the reference to the main camera's transform. Reference reference to the main camera's transform. Then private vector 3. Vector 3 previous cam pause. This will be the position of the camera. Oh, sorry. The position of the camera and the previous frame. Cool, and then okay, so void awake. This, and so you want to set up the camera for when it starts with camera dot main dot transform, and so this is called before start the circle brackets, and yeah, it's great for references. Cool, okay. And this sets up the camera reference. Okay, then you want to close this. Void start. Okay. So now we go on to the void start. So this is supposed to be previous cam pause equals cam dot position and this, my friend, is the previous frame had the current frame's camera position, previous cam pause, and then so you want to assign corresponding parallaxing scales. This again is difficult, but trust me, this part is the part where it's okay if you guys don't understand. Parallax scales equals new float, and this should be background dot length, and close that. Let me just write this down. this part is for int 0 I plus plus then get power I'm sorry equals backgrounds dot oh shoot dot position dot z time -1. Okay, that should do it. And if we go down, okay, and that should be good. So, okay, so far we have this. Don't worry, guys. Next up, so for each background, we have to. It's recording. Okay. Okay. So this should be for bracket inner I equals 0. Backgrounds dot length I plus plus bracket close and it's closed. Should be more. And this one is to set the parallax. To see the parallax is the opposite of the camera movement because the previous frame is multiplied by the scale. Parallax is the opposite of the camera movement because the previous frame is multiplied by the scale. And let's float. Sorry. Previous cam pause dot x because it's in the x-axis. Then cam dot position dot x times parallax scales. And this should be it. Okay. Then you want to set a target for x position, which is the current position plus the parallax. So let's write this down. Set the target x position, which is the current position plus plus the parallax. position. Okay, and this float. Background. Target plus X equals backgrounds. Dot position dot X plus parallax. Okay, then now what you want to do is create a target position, which is the background's current position with its target times position. So create. If you guys don't get this, it's fine. Again, this is slightly complicated. This basically allows the background, like I said in the first part of the video, to parallax, which creates a cool movement when the character moves to the background. Create target position, which is the background. You'll get what I'm trying to say. Position. X position. Sorry, target X position, not times. Vector 3. Background. Target plus equals new vector 3. Background target plus X. Background backgrounds sorry backgrounds dot position dot Y backgrounds dot position dot Z, and yeah. Okay, so we're almost finished, and now you just have to fade between fade between current position and the target position using lerp. Lerp is just another term using with the vector. So background I dot position vector 3 dot lerp backgrounds dot position. Hold on. Yeah, Victor. Target pause. smoothing times time dot d delta time. So what this allows is, if you have a fast computer, then it should be moving pretty fast. It's just to connect the smoothing and the background movement change altogether. And lastly, set the previous cam pause to the camera position at the end of the frame. And you'll do this by previous cam pause equals cam dot position. Okay, that's basically it, and I'll meet you guys again at the make sure you save, so file save, Control S, and this should be able to be inputted in the game, so I'll be back to you guys. Okay, welcome back. We're back at the game, and let's see if it worked. So you want to go back to underscore game master and parallaxing script, and this is the size. So if you click on 2D, if you unclick 2D, this is what you should be seeing. If you press the square, it should bring you back to the position. Play around with this a little bit to get comfortable. Okay, so that's your main part, and if we zoom in, you can see that this is just one layer. We can fix this with parallaxing. So there are 1, 2, let's just see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 backgrounds and foregrounds. So the size for this will be 4. And these elements, you basically drag in the corresponding things. So here, clouds, boom, cloud number 1, cloud the first one, and foregrounds. Okay, and it should do it. Make sure you separate these. You should be able to separate. Make sure you separate these to add more depth to the game. And yeah, probably like that. If you see it from here, we add the foreground, a little head. And make sure that everything is in the camera, because if you move your foreground too much like this, you won't be able to see your foreground. Where's my camera? Yeah, if your camera's like this, your foreground is basically disappeared. And like that. So you want to move back your foreground, check the camera once in a while to see if it's cool. Okay, over here, let's just move this cloud a bit as well, or like that. Okay, cool. And okay, check the camera, final check, and it should do it. Let's test it out. Okay, yes, we were able to do it, and you can play around with the smoothing as well. I'll show you what happens when you set it up to 10. crazy, a little goofy. Yeah, as you can see, everything just moves around. Goes crazy. We don't need this much smoothing, so we're just gonna set this like 2. Let's try 2. See how it works out. Okay, 2 is fine. Let's try 1. 1.5. You can play around with this. Doesn't matter. And then let's see, 1.5 is good. Yeah, let's just see 2 again. I think 2 is pretty good. Yeah, 2 is perfect. Alright, cool. Cool. So I guess that's it. You can see like the small gap, but then I don't think about it too much. I'll just make it 1. I think 1's pretty plenty. Oh, you still can see. Okay, 2. Final tricks 2. Let me just add this, I guess. Right here. Like there. I should be able to fix it. And let's make these tiles bigger. I mean, these platforms bigger, because apparently they're too small. Okay, I think I should do it. Final check. Let's see if it works. And yep, it does work. Okay, so I guess that's good. We've got this. And yeah, you can play around with it a little bit. So yeah, that's Parallaxing. Thank you for watching my 4th episode, and I'll see you guys later.